Where is that guy going? What the hell? He's about to come out here and wreck all of us, though. That's for sure. Welcome back, y'all. Scott Eagles 18 here again. Playing a little bit of Project Cars today, as you can probably tell from the intro. I really want to talk about Project Cars 2, as I think this game, the driving experience in this particular game is really good, and I love the features they're putting into Project Cars 2. I'm hoping they turn out to be as good as they look. Anyway, I figured I would put a little challenge for myself while I talk about it. I'm gonna... Ooh, I should probably make sure I'm actually 20th. Yeah. So I'm putting myself in last place here to start a race at the Watkins Glen International. As you can see, I put them on 70. I found that to be pretty good. Like, I can be faster than them if I'm doing well, but if I screw up, then they're all over me. And so I figured that would be a good one, because the challenge I have here is to pass as many cars as I possibly can. I've set it to 10 laps. I don't expect the video to be 10 laps. I'm just going to, sit here and go. See how many cars I can pass. If I can pass all 20, may or may not happen. I don't know. Have to try to focus while I talk. It's not a particularly easy thing to do. And we're driving the lovely Mitsubishi Evo X FQ400, whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna be hopping that Watkins Glen, as you can see, a short version. No, I don't know. I know the short version because I play NASCAR Heat Evolution, and I played NASCAR Heat, or NASCAR, just more than any other racing game through my lifetime. So I don't really know the GP, like that little leg there. I don't know it that well. So I'm gonna do short, and I'm gonna get some practice in before I actually get going with this, so I'll be back. And we're back. Got my practice in. I'm going to try to pass as many cars as we possibly can. Alright. And talk a little bit about Project Cars, because Project Cars 2, sorry. Because that game just looks awesome. In terms of Project Cars 1, what we're playing right now, I really like how the cars drive. Like, I love the physics, I'm sorry, dude. You freaking came on top of me. I was holding myself the best I could. Anyway, I really love the driving experience, like the physics, everything. I think it's really good in this game. Like, I have Forza Motorsport 6. Like, not to go say anything bad about them, because it's a good game. I mean, they did put good work into it, and it's pretty. Like, the game looks good and everything. But when I try to play it, it just, even if I'm using just a regular controller, it's just too sensitive. Where is that guy going? What the hell? He's about to come out here and wreck all of us, though, that's for sure. But yeah, like, that game's just too sensitive. Like, with this, like, I feel like I'm actually driving a car. I don't know if there's anybody inside me, though, so that's not good. If that was cutting the track, what was that other guy getting for this? What he did? Alright, so now we're settled back in. I need my mirror, because I can't see through that one like at all. But one thing about this game, I will say, is I know, like, the AI is not particularly good. I mean, the higher you, like, the more you try to give yourself a challenge, the more aggressive they get. And then it's just like, it's, can you survive more so than, racing? This isn't too bad. I mean, there was that one instance where the guy kind of came on to me here. But, I mean, I hope that's something that's kind of addressed in Project Cars 2, making the AI, like, more reasonable. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know they're putting the whole track thing or whatever, 2.0, 3.0, whatever the hell it is. I don't care. They are beating me off this turn, though. So that's what I mean. If I'm messing up, like, they're gonna beat me, no doubt about it. I'm gonna get another penalty, probably. Nope. Wow. Where they have the track conditions change, and like you can actually like lay rubber down on the track. I think that's really cool because in real life you might have your car handling really well, and then, you know, in the long run, as rubber is put down on the track, you gain grip and you might need to change it up a little bit. I think that makes the whole game really interesting. And then the other part about their weather, I think, is really cool. I guess what it can happen is it can be raining here on the track, and then over on the other side by the start finish line, it won't be raining at all. It'll be dry. I mean, it could just be completely dry over there, and it's like pouring down rain over here. I think that's really neat. So it's rather than it just being a condition, it's like the storm is actually moving in, or like a front is moving in, and I think that makes the game interesting as well. I know one thing they had mentioned about it in a particular video I put, and by the way, I'll put both videos, links to those videos in the description, because I think they're really good videos, really informative. It's pretty much what I'm talking about right now, so they should probably receive credit for it, you know.
You can do it.
They do have gameplay in those too. I mean, it's pretty much the same as this, other than like the HUD's a little different, things of that nature. So, you know, talking about weather, you can make it snow. Gosh, this car, I'm not used to driving this car. It slides though. I mean, it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but if you don't go into the turn right, you're screwed. So yeah, like you could make it snow. I know I guess they're having a level where you can just straight up race on a lake, an icy lake. I think that's going to be interesting. I also think if you're not patient, it's going to be really frustrating. So I'm sort of thinking it's going to be really frustrating for me because I'm not the most patient person in the world sometimes. Oh boy. But I think it could be really fun, you know, once you figure it out.
Think about where he's slower than you. Keep pushing and see if you can take him under braking into the slow corners.
Well, that's good to know. I guess they have a new tire model, so, you know, I guess that's the whole idea behind the track conditions. I cannot make this turn no matter what. Like, jeez. So, you know, you're actually laying rubber down on the track rather than like the game. This game is going to be like, I think, really high end. I think it's going to be on par with iRacing, to be honest with you. I mean, I've never played iRacing. I've just seen videos, and it definitely looks really good. I don't really know the whole background with it and how it works or anything, like the driving experience with that game. But I really think that this game is, like, at least for console players, it's going to be like equivalent to iRacing. It's not probably going to have quite as many tracks and cars as iRacing. God damn it, I couldn't see. Oh well. So there's that. There's something else I'm pretty excited about, actually. I've always wanted to take an open wheel car on an oval because I can't even imagine how fast they can go. I cannot wait. I guess there was a rumor that it was in one of the videos that I watched that Texas Motor Speedway was going to be in it, and I guess the whole game is going to be like IndyCar's game or something, like for the IndyCar series.
Your lap times are dropping. Let's get back on it. Come on, push hard.
I mean, IndyCar, I mean, I'm sure that would be fun, but I would assume that
Pile on the pressure. Come on, keep
I could, will you shut up, man? I would assume I could take a F1 car out there, too. And that sounds like fun. It really does. I mean, can you imagine? I honestly think you could run wide open at like 200 miles an hour in an F1 car around Texas Motor Speedway. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would not be surprised. I think that I cannot wait for that. I mean, the whole thing, I know in Forza Motorsport 6, they put Indianapolis on there with the IndyCar. I mean, that was an experience in itself, being able to run that fast around that track. Because I'm playing a lot of NASCAR, and I'm not used to being able to drive over 200 miles an hour in those corners. I mean, they're just full throttle all the way around that track, and it's crazy. I mean, I can't even imagine doing Texas Motor Speedway. I'm pumped up about that. Let's see, what else is there? I'm kind of drawing a blank here. My bad.
Nice one.
Kind of screwed me up. I got stuck on him. I can't think of... I feel like there's something else, and I can't think of it. Oh! I guess they're having like a whole... Like you have like a license sort of deal. This car is dying. Oh, no wonder. My front tires are so worn. Anyway. A whole deal with the licenses and stuff. Where it really helps you out in multiplayer. Get paired with people that race like you do. So like I just hit the wall there. I guess that might, you know, have an effect. But then I just like did a really good job of making this freaking bus stop out of nowhere. I'll tell you what, I really like this carousel. It's like my favorite turn on this track. I really love this track though. I love this track and then Sonoma. Those two tracks that are in the NASCAR circuit. I really love them. And that's probably why I love them, because I've driven on them so much. I also really like taking F1 car around Barcelona. I think that's a lot of fun, because that is a fast track. Like you really don't have to go slow on that track until you're towards the end there, where they have like the chicanes and whatnot.
Don't let the pack catch up with you.
Yeah, because my tires are wearing, idiot, obviously. Let's see if we can get around these people. Takes an incredible... Oh, okay. That was a little bizarre.
But try squeezing past him under braking for a slow corner. That was a great pass. Fantastic.
Or we could just do that. See what I mean? Like, I can pass them, but if I screw up, it's over. They destroy me, you know? That's kind of why I like this level, this 70% deal. It's, I think it's really good, even though I just got, like, really lost the car there. I don't normally drive this car, though. I normally try to stick to the race cars, because they're typically, better at taking corners. But this car is definitely a lot of fun. I mean, if you have this game, I would recommend, you know, playing around with some of the stock cars, we'll call them, the not race cars, because they can be a lot of fun, because it actually takes skill to drive them, because you don't have like the greatest brakes in the world, the greatest tires in the world. I mean, when it comes to the engine, they're pretty decent engines. I mean, it's not really not as big of a deal. It's probably easier to get going because you don't have as much power. You're not really spinning your tires as much. But, I mean, you can probably tell, like, I'm going sideways a lot going into turns because I'm going in too hot. So that's, like, something... I just think it makes... You know, sorry. But that's where it's hard. Like, I'm trying to go full throttle here, and the car's sliding up the track, and I'm trying to hold it, and I don't want to lift because I'm trying to pass him. Engine brake is huge. I'll tell you what. If engine brake was not a thing, I would not be able to do this. Some of these things as quick. Oh boy, we're going off a little further than I wanted to. It is technically legal to go up there, though. Technically. That might be a little far. A little farther than you would want to go. But it is technically legal, at least in NASCAR it is. Maybe it's not in other series. In NASCAR it is, though, so I don't care. I've not really talked about Project Cars 2 in a while, have I? I guess we're talking about the licensing. So you get matchmaked with people that
some consistent times now.
that drive like you do. So if you're driving like an idiot and just wrecking into everybody, then you're gonna get paired with people that do that. But if you are really good and you don't ever hit anything, then you get paired with people like that. Personally, I would not want to be in that kind of a lobby, because if you hit somebody and then they're just like, kick him because he sucks. Like, my bad, I'm not perfect, I'm human. There's a reason why I'm playing a video game and not doing this in real life. Like, let's be real. Now, I mean, part of the reason I've never really had the chance to get into it, I think it would have been cool. I think I could have been really good at this whole racing thing if I would have gotten into it when I was like, what, 8 years old ish. That would have, I mean, I think anybody can be good at anything if you get installation stopped. Okay. Oh, Tom Clancy's beta. See that though? Sliding way off. Pushing it to the limit. Well, this is the last lap. Oh. Well, made it to 13th. I'm sort of losing my front tires, so that's that. So yeah, Project Cars 2, definitely going to be legit. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see a full gameplay trailer. I really hope they put a beta out or something. I think that would be cool. Even if it's just one track and one car, I couldn't care less. I would really love a beta or something to come out. And we could like try it out, you know. I'm definitely getting it. Cannot wait for that game. So yeah, be sure to drop a comment about. We'll have a question here this time, like a real question. What are you most excited about in Project Cars 2? I mean, I know I don't get a lot of views, but you know, if you do watch this video, I would really like to know what your thoughts are on Project Cars 2 versus Project Cars 1. Like, what are you excited about between the two? Like the difference, like the enhancements from Project Cars 1 to Project Cars 2. I'd really like to see that. I'm sure a lot of other people would too. And be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this video and want to see me try to do other sorts of challenges on this game. I'd be more than happy, you know, like put some suggestions in there of what you'd like to see me do. I might, when I do those, I may not do live like I did here because I can't quite concentrate as much as I want. I probably could have done a little better if I was able to concentrate. I'm not saying I was going to win the race, but concentration is key. Don't mess up as much. So yeah, let me know about that, and be sure to subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.